So we're heading out for a fish today, as you can see behind me. Toby's hooked in. We're catching up with a bit of a long story. Cut a long story short, we found out Pete's got an illegitimate son to another mother that he jumped the fence while he was younger. And so the young fella, well, same age as us, he did a DNA test, ancestry.com or whatever, and ended up finding out about Pete. It was his real dad, and it's been a bit of a shambles, a bit messy, and David Lomas was involved.
My name's David Lomas, and I'm in Newburgh now. It relates to a son of yours who's trying to find you.
Listen, David. I'm unaware of any relationships that I don't think that couldn't possibly be right. All my sons are at home. I know where they are, and if they want to contact me, they can just come and see me at home.
This is another son who's trying to find you. It relates to a relationship you had in Sydney in the early 1990s.
I was in Australia in the 1990s, as you say. So it's a bit of a shock. So, yeah, my wife, I don't know what I'm going to tell my family. My wife's going to be pissed. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, no, I might as well meet him. Yes, it would be good to meet him. That'll be, yep. Let's just get on with it. Okay.
But yeah, anyway, we found out we got a brother, and this is our first day meeting him today. We're going to take him out fishing, get to know him and see what he's like. Apparently he's a bit of a character from what we've heard. But we're just catching some liveys, and then we're going to go pick him up at the boat ramp and hook into a day of kingies, hopefully. Reckons he's done quite a bit of fishing, so we'll see what happens. Should be a good day. How's it going? My name's Wazza. Just got in touch with the old boy Pete not long ago. Bit of a funny story. Jumped the fence on the Clarke boy's mum, and met my mum, Lorraine, and we've been living over in Aussie for the last 15 years. The old boy Pete didn't know anything about me, and now I'm here, meeting the boys for the first time. They're going to take me out fishing. Obviously I've done a lot of fishing myself from over up in Cairns, in Aussie there, and we get a lot of black marlin there. Got about a couple of 1,000 pounders last week. So we'll go see what we can catch here. See if I can teach these boys a thing or two about hooking the big dogs. You know what?
Let's get into it.
Let's hook in.
Oh, good. No luck on the liveys?
A couple of trevally and a big carway, but all my strike zone's cleaning up.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
so to get
G'day boys, how the fuck are ya?
not too bad.
Hooking to the dogs today, boys?
Yeah, boy.
Fucking let's go, boy. Show you boys how to catch a fish or two. Geez, a bit of a corker day out there. Reminds me of up in Cairns the other day when we got those couple of 1,000-pound blacks. A few more. Had a bit of a big night last night at a wedding, that's why I came over. An old schoolmate, Johnny. And yeah, the beers were going down a bit too easy. And then I had to bloody get up to come fishing, but you know, you got to do these things sometimes. And a couple of darts and you're ready to go again.
We'll get that one later.
All for me, mate. That's a kiwi, isn't it?
What? Seagull.
I don't have any of them over in Aussie. Look quite like the kiwi though, don't they?
No, seagull. Australia.
Nah. They look quite like a kiwi, don't they?
Not really.
Yeah. buzz, coming down, you're coming down, and boom, you're back up there, ready to rumble.
Take a few with it, kick it.
Nah, mate, doesn't take much. I know I'm a big dog, but got the fast metabolism.
I need to get a bit of sun on those shoulders.
On the pins, yeah, nah, she's been a rough winter up in Oz, eh?
Bit wet.
Yeah, the Suna, I mean the type, what are they called? Tysoonies or something. But lemon, been pretty rough actually. Some of the crops down there are just, they're just fucked.
There's a little bit of a different crop up here, eh, Harry?
Coromandel crop. Keen on a bit of that.
Nah, mate, I don't do drugs. I had a few incidences in my youth. I used to be quite a rough customer. I know it's hard to believe now. You look at me and you can see he's on the straight and narrow. But before I settled down, I did do quite a lot of drugs, and it messed me up there for a while. But I've come right and I've seen the light, and I'm trying to encourage people to stay off the bad stuff. I mean, even the beers, you know, you got to be careful with it. Obviously, I drink quite responsibly, but if you don't, it can take your whole life down the toilet. So, you kids, if you're watching this, I know these Clarke boys have got a bit of a following. Just take it easy on the beers and on the alcohol, and definitely on the drugs. It can really, really mess you up. Now that we'd got the initial introductions out of the way, it was time to try and catch some liveys before heading out for a kinky.
Softies,
Yeah.
we should just tie another
I got
one
on.
Silver. Those little silver lures. It's a bit big, I reckon.
I'm not used to catching little fish, probably. Like if there was a black marlin spot, I'd be fucking in here.
Isn't it? You realise your smoke hasn't been lit?
Yeah, sometimes I just like to hold them. Oh, getting hits, getting hits. Yep, that's how it's done, boys.
We're on.
Yep, we're on. We're on. Here he comes. Come on.
Even looking at that.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, that's Gary. Who's Gary? It's Gary Warden, isn't it?
Woohoo!
Is it actually? Oh, it is, yeah.
Surely you'll know who you are and they recognise this guy.
You should cast that out.
there, Wazza.
Hey, boy.
Lob him out.
We're on.
Yeah, troll them around. No, I think there's kingies that reef that.
Yeah, boy.
It's all on.
Whoa.
That's a big one. Don't get him reefed yet. It's on bait runners, isn't it, bro?
Oh, fuck. Here we go. Not used to these Kiwi style rods, eh? It's pulling the line, mate.
Put it in there.
Oh, gee, that's a nice. That's called a salmon over in Aussie. We call them salmon. What do you call them here?
Kahawai.
Kahawai, yeah, no, that's a salmon over in Aussie. A little bit different, but pretty much the same thing. Oh,
Dropped him.
dropped him, mate. Okay. It was a good start. The liveys were on the chew, and eventually Toby hooked quite a nice one.
Yeah, that's right.
A good one?
Quite good, big one as well.
Yeah, mate, I'll get yeah. Pulling line, screaming reel. As the fish was coming to the surface, there was some serious tension in the air. Wazza was going to have to nail this, or we could lose the fish of the day.
Getting railed by a kahawai.
Oh, it might be a black. Going like a juvenile black.
Oh yeah, good kahawai.
There we go. Bring him up. Bring him up. Bring him up. Bring him around.
Oh, you hit him. Got him.
That's going to be a beauty livey, that. That's going to go good.
Straight to the pool room.
That's going to, yeah, chuck that in the livey tank, get that bait out of it quick, and we'll get that out. Once we get our deep, we'll chuck him on first. He's a little bit, I don't know if he's going to be that good as the livey. Nice salmon, kahawai, as you Kiwis call. That'll catch me. I mean, that's perfect. I mean, it's a real shame we're not up in Cairns. But, yeah, they might go good on these kingfish, these Kiwi kingfish. Straight in the live bait tank.
Holy, there's like freaking thousands of them.
Do a little, like, see if you can bring them out.
Do a bit of jigging.
They're close almost like this.
Look at them all.
Watch this. Watch this. I'll get you some. Then if you cast it down, it drops into the water quicker, and then you just and we're on like that, just like that, boys. Okay, that's a little tip I taught you today. You heard it here first. Smash it down into the water column like that. It dives down quicker, and then you're in. You're in like bloody hell! These spiky little
Yeah, that's enough.
Oh, shivers. Shiver me timbers.
Don't put your hand in his gill, you kill him.
Oh, crikey. Got a little bit of a how's your father from the long line. Anyway, are you done or one more?
One more jig.
One more. Then you just a slow retrieve. Just a couple like that. Couple like that. Like that. And Bob's your uncle. No? They're there, they want it. Sometimes you just do a bit of that. Slow retrieve like that. We were having a lot of fun catching these liveys, but it was time to head out deep for some kingies. So after Wazza gave us a few more techniques that he used over in Aussie to lure in the salmon, it was time to head out to the deeper water. Well, we loaded up the livey tank with a few salmon, and we're heading out to try and catch ourselves a kingfish now. We're going out to the deep reefs where the boys tell me there's been quite a few kingies usually this time of year. So we'll hook into that and see what happens. We'll see you soon. Yeah, there's a victory knife. Victory knife just here, mate. So we just got out to our spot. First spot we're going to try for a kingy. We're going to try jigging first, and if that doesn't work, then we'll go for some live baits after that. It's not exactly pristine conditions out here, but at least that means there's no other boats around. It's sort of supposed to stay windy like this all day, so unless it's going really good on the kingies here, we'll probably head somewhere a bit more sheltered. But Wazza seems to be enjoying himself, so it's good to hang out with him anyway. Boys are just tying up some jigs. What colours are we running? Yeah.
Anyone got any water? Oh yeah. Pretty early, but
Before coming over to New Zealand, I knew I was going fishing with these boys, so I watched a few of their videos, and I see they like to do jigging, speed jigging. I haven't done it myself, because normally when we're targeting the blacks up in Cairns, we go for stray lining, chuck a couple pillies on the bait runner and just let them go. But this is something different for me, but it should be pretty easy because I'm a bit of a natural in most things. Pretty experienced using a rod, know how to work a stick, if you know what I mean. Finally, we were in position and it was go time on the jigs. Wazza was full of confidence and he was jacked up, so it was going to be interesting to see how he went on the jigs. After a bit of a rough start trying to find its rhythm, he was all go.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame.
We decided to go with the three-prong attack and we're going full send trying to pull these kingies in. Surely it was only a matter of time before Waza hooked into the big dogs.
Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill. I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
Waza was in his element and he was a natural. Unfortunately, his asthma started playing up, which was starting to affect his jigging ability.
How's it supposed to feel?
can't keep a good man down though, and Wazza assured us he would be fine, he just needed to push through the pain.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack.
We tried for ages on the jigs, failing consistently, moving spots, trying live baits, trying every trick we had up our sleeves, but nothing seemed to be working. In a last-ditch attempt to try and save the day, we went into a shallower spot to try and catch some snapper, and this is where we ended up finding a kingfish. Unfortunately, this was too small also, so apart from a couple of small snapper, it had been a pretty big fail of a day. 2 pan-sized snapper was hardly going to feed all of our families, so we were really hoping that Wazza would be able to turn it around when he got this take here. This pretty much summed up our day right here, and it was time to call it quits as I had to get back and milk the cows. It's always disappointing when you have a big day out on the water and it doesn't really work out and you end up coming home pretty much empty-handed. But it was bloody good to finally meet our other brother Waza, and we had a great time with him and can't wait to have some more adventures with him over the years. You can't win every time. Let's go home. Thanks for watching this video guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe and let us know what you thought. Until next time, catch you later.